Oh man, you guys want to hear something depressing, but also at the same time incredibly not surprising? So, this is an article from ProPublica. A nursing home owner got a Trump pardon. The families of his patients got nothing. And isn't it just on brand for Donald Trump to give grace to the rich criminals, but then the victims, screw you, right? Isn't it always like that? Doesn't it always seem like it's the downtrodden people, the people that need the help or the most, are the ones that get the middle finger from this administration? Oh, it's so frustrating. So we'll just hit some of the highlights, and then there was some stuff in the article that I thought was just Jesus. Well, what are we doing here? So another Trump pardon: nursing home operator Joseph Schwartz was convicted of a $39 million fraud, but President Donald Trump pardoned him in just 3 months into his 3-year prison term. The guy ran away with $39 million worth of fraud and only got 3 years. And even then, Trump is like, I mean, considering all the stuff that I've done as president and as a terrible businessman, 3 years seems a little excessive. Look at all the things I've done, and I'm president of the United States, right? Just oh my God, is there karma? Is there is this thing ever going to turn around where we're actually going to see Donald Trump actually have to fess up and stand up to all of the terrible things he's done as not only just president, which is in and of itself bad because he's got way too much power. But even when he was a terrible businessman, not paying his contractors, the sexual allegations that came out, just the worst stuff ever. Just, what happens? So, troubling pattern. Schwartz is one of several nursing home operators convicted of crimes who were granted clemency by Trump, producing devastated families. The families of some of the patients in Schwartz nursing homes have been awarded millions of dollars from lawsuits. That's good, right? Bad things happen to you. You get a lawsuit, you get paid, right? You screw up my life, you kill my grandma, I get paid. Only problem is they haven't been able to collect from him. So they get nothing. So once again, the criminals get out free, the victims get zero. Doris Colton remains spirited even as her illness progressed, watching TV shows. I could go through this story. It's really sad. She ends up being found dead. No one was taking care of her. End up taking Schwartz and his nursing home to court in a New Jersey court and alleging that he's had been cost cutting at Hillview, which was his nursing home, and that Miss Colson, the poor lady who was trying to just live out the rest of her life, the best she possibly could, was not getting the help she needed. So it was one of several lawsuits that was tied to patient outcomes as Schwartz's empire expanded and then eventually unraveled, with the chain collapsing in 2018. So the civil action was one of many. Perhaps the biggest thing was that federal prosecutors in New Jersey also charged Schwartz. So in addition to cost cutting to the point where you're causing older people to die quicker because you are not nursing in your home, you are creating a nightmare house for older people. So in addition to, killing people's family members when you should be taking care of them, he had also orchestrated a $39 million payroll tax scheme connected to his nursing empire. He pled guilty last April for failure to pay the IRS, withheld taxes from employees, and failing to file financial reports for his employees and their benefit plan. So this guy's taking money out of his employees' paychecks, pocketing it, and not actually paying any of it to Uncle Sam. So employees aren't getting their benefits. He's not being upfront with what he's doing, and he's stealing not only from his patients, not only from his clients, not only from the government, but he's stealing from his own employees. Sound familiar? They're like two peas in a pod. Him and Trump, they could just, enjoy that new wing that Trump is building without any congressional support or any congressional funding. Just get in there, have fun, do their maniacal laughs while they just continue to ruin the country and ruin everyone else's lives around them. And that is what it comes down to. This is what Trump does. And why did Trump pardon this one? It wasn't just because, he woke up one morning and said, oh, how many of are convicted millionaires and convicted frauds in jail? How many can I pardon today? No, it's because it was a series of clemency decisions in the president's second term that had benefited well-connected defendants, including political allies with access to the White House and individuals like Schwartz, who had spent heavily on lobbyists. And that's the key. You give Trump money and he will do you favors. This is a mob. This administration is filled with mobsters, and they're dragging us all into their cartel of hate and bigotry and negativity and a feeling of absolute paranoia and a feeling that it and despair, a feeling that it is never going to get better, and it can get better, but we have to get these crooks and these criminals out, all of them. And Trump is the worst. Trump is the head of a cancer in this country. But like I said, lower lawmakers that are not being prevalent in fighting for their communities and for the downtrodden people, they're also the problem. It has to come from the top bottom to the top and the top to the bottom, and we got to meet in the middle and just clear this whole thing out, because like I said, the midterms are coming up. We need to be making sure that we're putting people in office that are actually going to be fighting against crooks and criminals like Trump and people that are never actually going to pay for the terrible freaking atrocities that they've done. And it makes it so frustrating to feel optimistic in this country when there are no repercussions. There's repercussions for you if you're poor and all you get is a public defender. Oh, they'll throw the book at you. But when you're rich and you can pay Daddy Trump and you can buy the best attorney on the market, you can get away with murder. Trump said it when he was running in his first term. I could murder somebody in the corner and just in the middle of Times Square. I could gun someone down and I could get away with it. Why? Because the people that love this guy really do, and the people that hate him aren't willing to do enough to get out there and mobilize. And at a certain point, there has to be a line. And we crossed that line years ago. We just need to all come to terms with the fact that it's going to be hard, it's going to be rough, but we got to get the fight going. We got to get people like this, and we got to get them out, guys. So anyway, that's the video. Plenty more videos if you guys like this one. Plenty better videos if you don't like this one. I'm actually, don't write me off just because you didn't like this video. There's more. So, and I'm trying to come up with more as quickly, as often as I can, to the 25 to 30 people that watch these videos. Thank you guys so much. To everyone else, what are you doing? Come on. Watch the other videos. They're right there. So thanks again, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.